Subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon to never miss any updates. In the previous video, we learned how European countries like France, Germany, Britain and Spain used to rule the world. I will put a link in the description below if you want to watch it. In this video, I will be going to discuss how China wants to rule the world. So without any further ado, let's get started. It is a concept of modern mercantilism. China wants to do the same thing which Britain did between 1700 to 1800. China has been investing so much in army, expanding the Chinese territory, and exporting more and more goods and services. That is the same thing the Great Britain had done in the past to rule the world. Let's first understand about debt trap. There are many poor nations in Africa and even Asia that need money to build a specific infrastructure in their country. Generally, all these countries approach World Bank to give them a loan, but that amount remains insufficient for most of the time. Now here China plays a big game. China approaches to all these countries who needed money, and China tell them that you don't need to worry now, we will build infrastructure for you and we will provide all the money whatever you need. Most of these countries approve these kind of deals with China, and they allow Chinese companies to manufacture and build all the necessary infrastructure or ports or something like that in their own country. It seems like a business deal between nation to nation, but it is not. China has given billions of dollars to all these nations, and these nations are so much poor that they may not be able to pay all the debt of China. Initially, China pressurized the country to pay all the amount, and most of the time these African and Asian poor countries could not able to pay debt, and China captured that particular area. Now let me give you an example. If China builds a port in any African nations, and if the country failed to pay all the debt to China, China can use that particular port for business purpose and military purpose as well. Such thing happens with not only poor countries but also in developing nations. If I talk about Pakistan, Pakistan is also in a debt trap of China. Pakistan has been borrowing a lot of money from China and has been failing to pay. Chinese companies build infrastructure and sell military weapons to Pakistan. There are 150 countries in the world which are in debt trap of China, and the amount of direct loan is $1.5 trillion. And the next target of China is Pakistan. Now let's talk about dumping. China wants to destroy local companies of the European countries and the USA. In order to do this, Chinese companies manufacture on the basis of economics of scale. Now what that means is they manufacture so much that the cost of goods and services goes down significantly. Consumers always prefer to buy which is affordable and high quality, and hence most of the people in Europe and America prefer to buy Chinese goods instead of US owned products. If this thing happens, Chinese companies will rule their market. There is a rule in China that each and every Chinese company can be controlled by the Chinese government. In order to prevent this, the US and all the major European countries laid down heavy taxes on the Chinese goods. Therefore, even if Chinese companies sell their goods at affordable and very cheaper rates, there would be taxes, so the price would be increased and the local businesses will eventually get profit. The same thing has been happening with Indian local businesses. And in order to prevent this, the government of India has launched a campaign called Self-Reliant India, in which the government will help businesses to produce efficiently, and also government is telling people to buy more Indian goods rather than buying Chinese goods. If I talk about expanding the territory, China has captured Taiwan, Tibet and Hong Kong as well. And the next target is likely to be Nepal and Ladakh. So this is how China wants to rule the world. What are your opinions about China? Let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. Do share with your friends and I will see you in the next one.